Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. Now I've made this video and I had a big segment at the beginning that lasted for about 13-14 minutes talking about NFTs, how they're going to change the world, how they're going to change your life and my life and everybody else's life. But I realised it was way too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring you 3 NFT projects that I think could explode soon for very different reasons. All these projects are great projects, they're all different in their own unique way. Now I have to kind of give a disclaimer at the very beginning that the first project that I'm going to be talking about, I am currently directly involved with them. I now work as marketing director for them as well, called NFTLootBox. However, I was an investor before then and I was telling my group. But I started with them on March the 6th and I was talking about the project way before March the 6th, and I was telling kind of my group about it and we got them involved as well. So the other projects, I've kind of spoken to the CEOs as well. I'm not being paid for this at all. I did ask for a donation. But I told them at the time as well, it doesn't matter if you give me a donation or not, I'm still going to do the video anyway because I do like the projects and I do believe in what they're doing as well. But every time I kind of choose a project, like these ones I'm going to share with you just now, I'll always write to the CEO, if I can get hold of the CEO, and just say, listen, would you mind giving a donation? You don't have to, I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm always open and honest. So I just want to share that with you as well. So without further ado, here are the 3 NFT projects that I think could explode very soon. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is NFTLootBox. Now, I have to be kind of transparent here. I now am working for NFTLootBox as marketing director. However, before that, I invested quite a lot of money in NFTLootBox before I actually accepted a position with them as well. And it was me that wrote to them just to say, listen, I'm doing this anyway, I love what you're doing, I'd like to get involved. So I just want to be open and honest with that. However, I still recommend them highly. Obviously, I would say that as a marketing director, but I'm still invested and I still recommend them to other people as well. And this is why. So what is NFTLootBox, first of all? So it's a fairer way to get rare NFTs. It's a kind of gaming system whereby you stake your loot tokens, which we'll talk about in a second. You stake your loot tokens for gold, silver, and what's called junk or platinum. And from the stakes, you can open up loot boxes. So I'm going to show you just now kind of what happens here. So we're going to go to manage pools. You can see I've got 20 loot in this particular wallet that I've got connected. So you connect it to your MetaMask. I can tell you how much loot you've got. And what you can do, you can stake loot 2 ways. So the first way is to provide liquidity using your loot and your Ethereum. So equal amounts. So if you've got 1 kind of Ethereum, you might want to do 10 loot tokens as well. You stake that and you get gold back. You can see I've got some gold there. I've opened some boxes already. If you don't want to provide liquidity through kind of Uniswap, you can just stake it for silver. Now silver, you're not going to get as rare NFTs, but you do get prizes in there as well. And there are some rare ones that come up, but just not as much. I've not got as equal a chance of that. And when you kind of unlock the boxes, you're going to get some NFTs, and you also might get some junk in there as well. Now you need 100 junk to open a box. So I'm going to show you just now the inventory. So this was before I joined as marketing director. I don't stake them now. I don't think it's the right thing to do. But I have 2 Chainlink NFTs, 2 of them. And they're not quite rare enough. I'm going to show you in a second how they do the rare tiers. And I've got 1 Ethereum one, which is rarer. As fact, you can see it's got 4-star. Chainlink has got 1 star. Now we'll just go to the loot boxes and I'll show you NFT set 2. You can see with Chainlink there are 500 Chainlink NFTs, which when you get them after you've staked and you kind of open up the gold boxes or the silver boxes and you get a Chainlink, for example, you can then go to sell that on OpenSea. You can see with Ripple there's 250, so that is called an uncommon type. Chainlink is called common type. Tether is a rare type. There's 100 of Tether loots here. or look, there's 100 Tether cards here. Ethereum, there's only 50, so that is considered epic. Bitcoin is legendary, so there's only 5 of those. And if you get a mythic one, you can go on to sell a mythic one on OpenSea, for example, for maybe 1 Ethereum or more than that as well. You also get some prizes in there. I'm going to show you on OpenSea. So this is what you can do. So you get some prizes as well. So if you come across this, if you open one of the boxes and you're a loot winner, you get 10 loot tokens, currently worth about $1,400. So everybody gets a chance of doing that, silver and gold, and obviously the junk ones as well. So that's how it works. So it's a fun way of doing this, a really good way of kind of getting rare NFTs. You never know what you're going to get. Now we're working on that just now, and there's going to be probably going to be a silver and gold level, and everybody's going to get the chance to get an NFT as soon as they open up every box, instead of getting some junk in there. So we're removing a step. We're talking about that just now, and that's open. I can share that with you. That's kind of open in the group just now. So we're always listening. Wes, as well as Phil, who are the kind of owners of NFT Lootbox, they're always listening to the community. That's a brilliant thing about NFT Lootbox. So you can see I showed you kind of some of the sets here, and I've showed you that in the past a couple of minutes ago. I just love these NFTs. I just think they're brilliant. And the next set is a signed set, which has just came out, and we're going to be doing more NFTs as well. They're coming out. They're going to be rare, which is going to be good, and it means everybody's going to get a chance of doing this. Now we've got some brilliant artists on board, the Black Sea _ NFT, Mastery Master. That's who done these ones as well, and obviously we'll be looking to build up more artists as well. Now, as I said, you can go ahead and sell these on OpenSea, and we'll look at some of the ones that have been sold recently for 0.3 Ethereum, for 2 Ethereum, the rare Bitcoin one. So that's what, $3,500. Bit like Buterin is 0.2. So the longer you keep these NFTs, the more rare they're going to be. Obviously, the prices will go up once people really get into this. So some of the other things you should know about NFT Lootbox before we go into the tokenomics of it is they've got a public team. So the team you can see is Wes Sharp. We've got Phil Cowdy here as well, myself, and we've got some devs in the background. Obviously, they're kind of on just now, but it's really good devs we've got as well working for us, and we've got the artists as well working with us as well, which is fantastic. So that's one of the big plus points. You're not getting that quite a lot. A lot of people don't trust these kind of non-projects. I'm not saying they're bad, but we've got faces as well behind this project, which is fantastic. And we've got locked tokens here as well. We'll be able to see this. So you can see proof of lock here, and this is the lock team tokens as well. Proof of lock, 10,000 tokens. And the time remaining is 268 days, so for over or just under a year for that as well. And we've also got locked liquidity here for Uniswap, but it's not showing up here for some reason. I don't know why it's not showing up, but we can obviously check this, and you can see where we are with loot. And liquidity is very good. Again, unlike other projects, we've got liquidity there of 1.1 million in liquidity, which is fantastic. And I've showed you some of the NFT prices as well and what they're going for. They're only going to go up as more and more people get to find out about this project as well, which is great. The other good thing that I love about them as well, they've got a great Telegram group. I've not got Telegram open because I'm recording a video, but they have a great Telegram group just now as well, with some great people in it, and it's a community, and that's a good thing about it as well. And with Twitter as well, I just want to show you this on Twitter, NFT Lootbox. What we're looking to do is build up a community of NFT artists, NFT collectors, and NFT investors. They've got a good presence in the NFT space as well. We go to the profile, 4,770 followers there just now, and we're getting good interactions with what we're doing on Twitter as well, which is quite good. So, tokenomics. Now, the brilliant thing about NFT Lootbox is it's still relatively small compared to some big ones that are out there just now. So, we've got here 25,507 circulating supply because all the tokens are locked for just under a year. So, that's going to be the circulating supply. That gives it a market capitalization of 3.4 million. Only 3.4 million. Now, the total supply is 40,000 tokens. As I said, 15,000 locked up for under a year, so you're guaranteed there's never going to be any more coming into supply until after 1 year. So we've currently got a price of $134 at the moment, and you can see the trading volume on this is 1.5 million. That's rare as well for a project this size. You're talking 50% trading volume compared to the market cap just now. So that's the tokenomics of NFT Lootbox as well. This is why I recommend it. I've been recommending it to others. It has been as high as $200. We'll just go to Dex Tools just now and we'll look at it. So it has been as high as $255. That tells you where it's going. At the moment, obviously it's down just now. It's down to $129 on Dex Tools just now. But it's going up and up and up all the time. And if we do a little kind of TA on this as well, we've got a good ascending pattern here just now. And you can see it was 24th of February, we're talking around about $44, keeps on going up just now, and we've got probably a triangle here as well happening. If we look at that just now, kind of spread that out. And this is on the daily. Now we'll change that to 4 hourly. So we're looking to break out from this triangle pattern. Now if we break out from the triangle pattern, we've got a measured breakout possible here. So a measured breakout, it breaks out around about here. Then we're talking a measured breakout to around about $300. Is possible here as well. So that's a quick technical analysis on NFT Lootbox as well. Obviously, if it breaks down here, we can break down, but we've got really good support around about this level, at the $43 level. I've got good support there as well. So overall, I think this is a brilliant project with NFT. Really, kind of everybody's talking about NFTs just now. I think this is going to be a really good project for the future, not just because I'm involved, I'm also an investor in it as well. So I think this is a brilliant project to get involved with as well. So the next one we're going to talk about is a project called Block Duelers. I really think this is a really fun way of doing, kind of combining NFTs with cryptocurrency, with Ethereum and kind of blockchain as well. I just think it's a great way of doing this, and it provides utility for the actual NFTs as well, which is rare. So it's another utility driven project as well, which is really good and again rare in the NFT space. So what does it do? Basically, when you sign up for Block Duelers, if you think about, I don't know if you remember this, certainly a wee bit too old, but my kids had it. My boys used to play kind of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the kind of Pokemon cards as well, and they each had different strengths. When you had a Pokemon card or a Yu-Gi-Oh card, they all have different strengths on them. It's the same with this as well. So you'll get assigned an NFT once you kind of buy the tokens, and you duel each other as a kind of peer-to-peer kind of dueling system, and the more you duel and the better you get, the higher up you go, and there's more benefits to that as well. So it's the only project out there just now that's doing something like this, which makes it really fun, but is also a great way to kind of drive the project forward as well, because it's going to get attention because of this, but it's a really fun thing to do. So if you look at this just now, these NFTs have been designed by Johnny Gonzo, and he's a leading kind of NFT artist out there, or a digital artist out there as well. So how does the game work? Basically, after you create an account on your Battle platform and you connect your Ethereum wallet, with your compatible NFTs, you'll be able to duel other players as well, because you're going to be given a set of defined characteristics for your NFT. The more you battle and the more battles you win, you're going to move up as well. So they've got different tiers, 3 different tiers for this as well. And each tier will have a different skill power as well. So the stats that your NFT has will be recorded in the blockchain as well. So it's forever going to be recorded in something called a UDA, which is a unique digital asset identifier. So what happens after you've won a few battles, you get your NFTs, you've won a few battles, what happens after that? Well, once you become kind of all powerful and also you've got a lot of strength as well behind you, you're going to go into, or you can if you want to, go into legendary tournaments. So these tournaments, which you've probably seen with gaming tournaments as well, with this big kind of cash prizes, these legendary tournaments are for kind of the heroes and the villains to kind of duel each other, and there'll be cash prizes for these as well. Again, it sounds really just a brilliant way to use kind of the whole NFT space and the crypto space and the Ethereum blockchain as well. So there's a lot of things the team want to do to drive this project forward, and a lot of ideas I've got as well. I'm in the Telegram group and I'm kind of looking and listening to the ideas that I've got as well. And I think it's all good. So what you can also do is stake your tokens as well. You can see here I've connected one of my wallets here, and I've got 12.5 BDT tokens just now. Now I can currently stake these. There's 2 ways again to stake them. You can stake them for rewards in DC, what's called DC. You can get that, but if you provide liquidity for the team as well, you're going to get 30 times more of the DC. So for example, it says here, earn 120 DC per day for each ETH BDT you have. So if you've never staked on Uniswap before, basically you provide, say for example, 0.1 ETH, which is about $180 or something, and you'll do half a BDT as well. So they're equal amounts, and you're going to get 120 DC per day. And DC stands for Duelers credits. So you can get 30 times more if you're providing liquidity, but it's also going up in value as well. So you've got that. So you're providing liquidity, which is good for the platform itself. You are going to be staking, which means you're going to get 120 DC, which is Duelers credits as well, which means if you're going into tournaments, you can buy more NFTs, etc. But you can stake just normal. If you don't want to go into the tournaments or anything, you want to stake and you want to earn more as well, you can do that as well. So they've got something called League of Duelers as well, which is a VIP kind of section. So this is to incentivize and reward BDT holders. And we have forged the League of Duelers LOD, which is brilliant. So the record qualifications you need, if you hold 50 BDT or more in your verified wallet for 30 calendar days, you will be rewarded with a legendary NFT that only the League of Duelers can obtain. So in addition, they will also receive a special bonus gift from the team. If users hold 50 BDT in the verified wallet for 90 calendar days, they will be entered into a lottery that only they, the League of Duelers, can participate in. One lucky member will win a one-of-a-kind NFT. And you'll also be able to enter a special Telegram group for League of Duelers as well. Okay, so again, we have a team that have got faces. They've actually got faces. So we've got Garrick Blakesley as well. He's the creator and founder and the CEO of Block Duelers. And we've got Omar in there, we've got Stuart Farmer, Rakib Ahmed in there, and Ben Fairbank is the advisor for this project as well as the devs kind of in the background as well. So really good team in there as well. I've spoken to Garrett as well about this. Okay, so let's look at the stats or the tokenomics for this. So we're on CoinGecko just now, Block Duelers, but CoinGecko have not updated the figures yet. So we've got a market cap of 5.2 million just now, circulating supply of 15,434 with a maximum supply of 50,000. That is not correct. It should be a maximum supply of 24,000. But we'll just jump over. Yeah, max supply is 24,000. And we'll look at the stats here for the team. The team have got 5,000 BDT there. Total supply is 24,000 and a circulating supply of 14,000. So 10,000 of are in marketing and for the team as well. And for liquidity, it's been put in as well. So there's only ever going to be 24,000. So if we look at So the market cap is not quite 5.2 million. It's probably under that because the circulating supply is 14,000. And it's double that for the diluted market capitalization as well. So that's Block Duelers. I think this is going to rise. I'm not going to give you a figure as to how much I think it could rise, but I think this could rise quite a bit. And way beyond kind of $1,000. $1,000 is only going to give it a market capitalization of about 15 million, if that, as well. The other thing is they've got a great Telegram group, good Twitter presence as well, and they're on Discord and Medium as well. So go check them out. I think you'll really enjoy this project as well. Just now, it's not came out fully yet. So once it comes out, there's going to be even more things that come to this as well. And I think it's going to be a really good project to get involved in. Okay, the next NFT project that I think could actually explode soon is a company or a project called Zero Utility Token. Now, this is a kind of unique NFT project in that the others are unique that I've just spoken about, NFTLootBox and Block Duelers, but this is unique as well in that there's different parts, there's different moving parts to Zero Utility Token. So what is Zero Utility Token, first of all? Basically, it's a deflationary token used to incentivize the community. This is not owned by teams, it's not owned by devs, it's owned by the community, or 90% of it is owned by the community. There's 1,000 tokens, I think 30 odds have been burned already, so there's really only about 968 tokens in existence just now. And it's deflationary in that every time it gets kind of used, it goes into a team multi-sig wallet, and it gets used to buy more ZOOT from the market and to help fund the different projects it's bringing out. So that is ZOOT, the token itself. So the way to think about ZOOT is think of it as a governance token for the Zero Utility Token company as itself. And what that company are doing are going to be building other products. I'm going to show you a couple of these products just now. The first one is called Multisend. This is quite revolutionary as well, what they're doing. And this is why it might be hard for others to get their head around, but once they get it, it's just going to be amazing. I was chatting with Jonathan Germain in one of the calls they had, and when he was talking about this, I thought, holy shit, this is just going to change things so much. Now, the website, when you go to look at the website, you just go, I don't know what's going on, but you need to find out about this company. You need to find out about it. So the multisig or the multisend is one of the first products they've got. And basically what the multisend is, you can send one NFT to multiple people. So think about that. Don't think about an NFT as just one piece of art or something like that. What you can do with an NFT, for example, it can be physical. Now what Zoot are doing, they're making physical products with NFTs built in and with Ethereum wallets built in. And I'm going to show you something quite cool in a second. But with multisend, imagine this. So if we think about it this way, this is how a normal kind of NFT works. If you're sending an NFT, this is how it normally works. Say, for example, the artist creates and mints NFT content. Could be art, could be music, could be words, it could be anything. It gets sent to the fan base, buys or subscribes to that content, and the artist would have to send individual transactions of NFTs to each individual subscriber or buyer. So the individual NFT transaction costs the artist precious time and money to send their delivery. So you've got to pay the gas fees if you're going to send it to multiple people. You've got subscriptions, for example. You have to pay all the different sets of gas fees, for example. So with multisend, the artist creates and mints the NFT content. The fan base buys or subscribes to the content. With multisend technology, artists then can deliver content to as many subscriptions and delivery commitments all in one transaction. So the content is delivered without any quality loss and at a fraction of what individual transactions would charge, and artist is able to profit off the resale market. So if you think about it, imagine an artist sells a piece of art, for example, as well, and they have something built into it because it's an ERC 1155 token. They have something built in with different commands in it. The NFTs allow you to do this now with the multisend function. in that you could command it to say, okay, every time this sells on to somebody else, I'm going to take 10% of the profit. So say Beeple, for example, he sold a piece of art worth $1 million. And the person that bought that, if they then go on to resell that, say for $10 million, that Beeple has 10% built in. He's going to get 10% back from that sale. Because it's an NFT and because it's on the blockchain, he'll get 10% automatically. And that's the technology that Multisend is bringing, or Zoot is bringing to the world as well with the NFT Multisend. And that's how that works. And this is a really cool thing as well, something called the Forge Emulator. And to use this is about minting NFTs. So it's minting NFTs, but to mint it, in order to be able to use it, you have to have a set number of Zoot for this. So it might be 0.1, for example. Zoot costs about $4,000. 0.1 would be about $400. So you have to have a 0.1 of Zoot or something like that, whatever the set. And if you go below that, that NFT that you've minted is automatically burned. So it'll come off the blockchain. When you burn something on the blockchain, that's it. It disappears from the blockchain. So this is the NFT Forge Emulator. And in addition, they've also tied a timer to the NFT burning mechanism for an artist and network of creatives to use their imagination to engage their followers as well. And in addition, they're going to bring several lines of tangible assets never before seen on Earth. The tangible assets they're talking about are these coins. These are coins that they have created, Zoot coins. Now, within them, they have built within them a wallet, an Ethereum wallet with Zoot on them already. So anybody that buys these tokens already will have some Zoot in it, and it will also have an Ethereum wallet built into it as well. So I'm going to show you the video here that I was kind of shown, and I think this is quite cool.
When I met with Jonathan from the Zoot team and he explained what he was looking for, I must admit I was really intrigued. My team and I, we've been designing for over 25 years and we've had some interesting projects, but nothing quite like this. So we set out, we designed the piece in CAD and then moved on to creating the model on our mill. And so we CNC'd that, and then the casting was quite a challenge, and we got Eric, our manufacturing partner, who's just genuinely brilliant, to produce an amazing piece. We assembled the little NFC chips delicately into the little recess, and voila, the marriage of technology and luxury jewelry. It's not one I think of too often, but I've got to admit, it was intriguing, fascinating, and the final product was stunning. We are so pleased with this. So, thanks, Jonathan and the Zoot team. Great job.
Now, when you see that and you think about the things that you can do with this, imagine any physical product that has an NFT built in to it, and the two can't exist without the other. You can't sell on a physical product without this kind of NFT chip built inside it as well. Imagine kind of the possibilities that this could bring. It's just kind of mind bending. Okay, the other side of this is Zoot coin. So Zoot coin has just came out. This is a protocol that it's an NFT protocol. There's 1.6 million tokens, 60% invested for 3 years as well. This has literally just came out, and we'll just show you that here. So the Zoot token can be used to interact with the Zero Utility Toolkit. It can be used for gasless staking as well. And it will be the ERC20 shards for Zoot's fractionalization, so fractionalized NFTs as well. And you're going to hear more and more about fractionalized NFTs, and Zoot are one of the first projects to be doing this as well. So let's look at the team just now. So we've got Jared, the CPO, Chief Product Officer. We've got a blockchain specialist. As I said, Zoot is made up of a multitude of different kind of personalities and different strengths. They've got Chad in there, who's a web dev. Jonathan Germain, Director of Partnerships, who I've spoken to. Chowdhury is in there as a global ambassador. They've got Devs in there as well, Director of Propaganda, and resident artist is Sianon as well. So they've got a big team, and the team is going to grow bigger the more products they bring out and everything that they're doing for the future as well. There's a lot of things they're doing, way too much to go into a kind of a 7-minute segment, but there's a lot of things they're doing. This is a team, and I just think what they're doing is extremely innovative as well. And just to have a look at the numbers just now. A zero utility token, as I said, they've got 968 tokens, 32 have been burned already, and it's a deflationary token that's going to be burned all the time. Currently is 3,845. I recommended this to my group at 1,918 when it came out. Got a market capitalization of only 3.7 million. So these you could see these going to, I don't know, $100,000 or something like that, because of what they're going to be used for. It's went up quite a bit. It's went up 47x already. So it shows you what the kind of market cap was before that. It's went up. Now, to look at zoos, we're going to have to see on DEX tools. DEX tools just now, $33. So it's going kind of up and down just now, but it did start off around about $8 or $3. It's got a full diluted market capitalization of 53 million, but 60%, as I said, is vested. So that's not quite correct. But if you're talking about fully diluted, it would be correct in that sense. But as I said, 60% vested for 3 years. So that's Zoot. That's the technology they have. It kind of blew my mind when I was talking to Jonathan, and if I'm being honest, I still don't fully understand the full extent of this technology, but part of my little brain just kind of expands and thinks about all the possibilities. So I can only imagine what they're actually doing, the people that know what they're talking about. But that is Zoot. Is it worth investing in? 3 million market capitalization. Zoos is worth investing in as well. It's only 50 million at the moment, but as I said, 60% vested as well. And I think the community are great. I think the team are great as well. I think it's well worth investing, but do your own research. Okay, that is it. 3 NFT projects that I think could explode very soon. We're talking weeks and a couple of months. Within a couple of months, they could explode very soon. I'm not going to give you numbers, but looking at the market capitalization, easily 15, 20, 30 million for all of the projects in there as well. As I said, this was a much longer piece, and it's taken me ages to do this, just to really get to grips with it and try and explain as best I can what the technology is all about in all 3 projects. But there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.